Hey everyone, in this video we're visiting a beautiful minimalist tiny house in Rimouski, Quebec. It has a very simple open concept design which makes this space really flexible, and it's built with almost 100% secondhand and reclaimed materials, including the trailer, the windows, the doors, the cabinets, and most of the wood. It has a rainwater collection system for the shower and sinks, and it's designed to be on the grid with electric heat and hot water. So we're going to go meet up with the owners Audrey and Israel, and they're going to give us a full tour.
The lifestyle that you get in the tiny house is definitely not the same one that you get in a normal house. And the idea is obviously to be able to compromise the space, but keep the quality of life that you have in it. Most of the material to the max has been recycled, reused. See, these are old wine box. You can see that one there. All the wood from an old barn that fell down, and we tried to collect, the best pieces. Pascal, my friend that actually built the tiny house, was very picky on how and what is going to be used. So that's why, for example, doors, windows are all recycled. They were all from different houses and stuff. Even the trailer itself, like the frame, has been rebought. The builder actually lived in that house for 3 years at 3 different locations, which is pretty cool. That's the idea. It's easy to set up, and it's easy just to go on and leave. The tiny house here has 8 by 25. Using a table that's a bit tucked away, so we save room. That's always the idea with a tiny house lifestyle. We thought that was the easiest way to make it happen. We usually have that to write little messages. Behind that is actually the board, like the electrical board. Of course, we don't eat 24 hours a day, so might as well just make it double use. Here we have the kitchen with the nice finished bamboo top. It's like the nice little brand new thing that's in here. Basically what we run on is water that we get from the Rhine. So we try to bring the drinkable water from the well that's from the house nearby. And when it's time to do anything like having a shower, or just washing dishes or whatever, brushing your teeth, then it's coming from the Rhine. It gets automatically filled up. We basically pick up, I would say, 1,000 liter in the springtime, so it starts up at least for the summer, and it makes perfect water. Just need a little bit of chlorine just to stabilize the water, to make sure that no bacteria takes place. For the heating system, we have just a small tank. It's a 5-gallon tank. It gives you maybe a 7-minute shower, and it goes in the mentality of trying to use less. Right now, this tiny house is only used for 3 seasons. So in the future, we would be looking at a water supply that would come 4 seasons round. This house is made to be plugged on a normal water source, just like another house. So it's just a matter of finding that source. And instead of having a full oven here, so far we've been able to manage only with that small reused cooking set that works on 120. I also have the possibility to plug a normal oven on 240, but for the moment we're not supplied with such current, so we keep it very low profile with the little things. So basically in that area is the fridge, the toaster for any grilled chicken or anything that's a bit bigger than toast. That works really good, and it's in complement with that other oven top that I spoke about before. A little bit of pots and pans and everything that you need in terms of cooking and containers and everything, so we keep that in there. Mini fridge that allows you to have your milk ready for the coffee in the morning, and eggs and whatnot. Here we have the control for the heat. So the living area is controlled through here. There's also one for the bathroom back here. It's electric heated. 2 controls is sufficient for the whole house, which is pretty good. So in the case of ourselves here, we're so remote. We didn't want to get into you know, the process of excavating to get, you know, a normal septic tank or whatever, knowing that we have a huge compost area on this land. And so we decided to go with a compostable dry toilet using a pine wood shred. Surprisingly, when you don't know about dry toilets, you'd be looking at it with, you know, a lot of apprehension, but surprisingly there are no smell, and yeah, it works super good. We're set with a full shower set. It works perfectly. I like the fact that it's all wood. That's a very nice feature in this tiny house.
Well, it's actually a really large living room, as you can see. So this is our kitchen table as well, and it's easy to gather up around it because we just have a few hidden spots that you can just take off, like the benches and everything, to have a little coffee or dessert or whatever it is. There's so much light coming in that it's really nice in the daytime, although it gets a bit warm. So we needed to do those curtains that are actually really pretty. So to go up the beds, we managed to put that little ladder up. People can easily access that ladder, and then you just have to figure out who goes up first, because then you get to reuse the ladder to go on the second top bed. So far we've been working out with one ladder, but we're still thinking of probably making a second one, so it gets easier for people to just go up and down on their own. So the main room is quite large. We're happy to have like a lot of space to put up books. The view is just really amazing. If it's too warm or stuff, people can just open up the windows and the fresh air just gets right to your head. So it's good for that. There's a few things that makes it really user-friendly to have your bed up here. The bookshelf and the electricity plugs and everything, and the control of the lights that are just up the ladder, so just beside the bed. That's quite smart. So this is our little tiny loft. At first we used to put like backup storage stuff. We're hoping to do a little child spot, so doing a little single bed and putting probably maybe 1 or 2 little fences up, just so it makes it more secure.
So the tiny house is isolated with rock wall. It's very isolated from any noise coming from the outside. When you enter the tiny house and you shut the door, you already feel that, you know, it's very peaceful. You know, we do have pretty intense winter here in Quebec, so the rock wall is excellent for that purpose. It keeps up the heat really good. The floor's been insulated with I think it's a 5R foam, and using urethane. When I bought the property here, I was thinking this is just too beautiful and it has to be shared. And then obviously I met Audrey, and this beautiful tiny house came to our knowledge, and we decided to put it here, so we have possibilities to invite people over. And there's also tipi, a Mongolian yurt, all these different sort of place where you not only live, you have the experience that comes with it.
Hope you enjoyed visiting this tiny house and seeing the beautiful piece of land that it's parked on. If you want to check it out, we'll put the Airbnb link down below. If you want to see more tiny house tours like this, definitely check out our playlists. I'll also link to that down below in the description. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.